It's never been too pretty in Detroit.
When I first came here, I was like, man, I've taken a wrong turn.
We've been struggling since the day we were born.
First they were saying I got drafted to a bad team, and then they were saying I got drafted to a bad city.
Everything that's depicted about us is negative.
That's right.
I got a real problem with that.
There's a spirit that never leaves this town, a sense of faith that's always here. No matter how dark it can sometimes look, no matter how hopeless it can sometimes seem, it's the people in Detroit who sustain that spirit. And it's a football team that right now is generating a whole new measure of excitement here.
A lot of people tell me I can be proud of the Detroit Lions now. I go to work and I can wear my jerseys proud and talk about the Lions.
As goes Detroit, so goes America. It's a saying that was uttered here for generations. If the Motor City was running well, the country was running better.
The Pistons are blue, the Lions are blue, the Tigers are blue. It's a blue-collar town. That's what they do here. They go to work. The team goes to work and the city goes to work.
We don't define ourselves here in Detroit by our problems. We accept problems. Detroit Lions were 0-16. They had a problem. Now the Detroit Lions are going to be one of the best teams in the NFL.
These days, there's plenty of room for improvement everywhere. But in Detroit, the Lions have made an impact.
We're working to bring businesses, to bring people back to the city of Detroit, and having things like a winning team, it drives people here. And what happens often is people will come here for a Lions game and say, wow, I haven't been downtown Detroit in 10 years. That place is nice.
When the teams thrive, the businesses thrive. But it's a process. And one of the things is if you talk to players, they talk about the encouragement that they receive and the support from the fan base of Detroit.
You know, I first got here and we weren't filling up the stadium. It's unbelievable when you see the transformation. I can't even explain it in words how it was when I first got here to where it is now.
It's easy to root for a team that spends so much time like this, together.
This Friday nights at the Sims house, what we do, just like to have the guys over, hang out.
Building themselves into a seamless unit for the long season still left to play.
Not a lot of people have an opportunity like we as Lions players have right now to not only win just for the city, but it's going to be something bigger. I mean, this could just bring this whole city back to life.
And it's easy to root for stars like him.
3 down, take off, go!
Who find other ways to give back besides just wreaking havoc on defense.
Okay. Come on, Red.
It's a great experience for people with disability to meet such a superstar like Ndamukong Suh, who's coming out to give his time to help out, to help us raise funds so that we are able to get back to life.
Thank you, appreciate it.
In these kinds of scenes, you can't help but notice the spirit of Detroit. The folks who get a boost from the work of men like Ndamukong Suh.
I think what's reflective of how players feel about the city is their level of participation. What do they want their legacy to be? Do they want it to be simply that we were a part of a team that had a run, or we were a part of a team that made a commitment to the community that served us and supported us with their hard-earned dollars?
In these kinds of moments, you can't help but wonder what it'll feel like here and what it'll sound like here if the Lions keep on winning.